question for you two.
Thank you.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
I want to know if
You're
you guys
part
are
of the FIFA.
Excuse me.
One second.
You just hold it. Where are you from?
Brazil.
Soccer country.
We have the best team in the world.
Except it had a little problem last time. Okay.
No fair, but no fair.
Let me stand up, Johnny.
You're part of the FIFA team.
That's good. That's good. Great, thank you very much. That's very nice.
And if I can get the U.S. jersey,
Yes. Wow, look at that, huh?
and no less with the President's name.
That's pretty good. Thank you. Thank you, fellas. That's really very nice.
One more thing that could be useful for you. You know, in soccer we have referees, right? And they have cards.
Ooh,
Yellow cards and red cards.
Yeah.
Yellow card is a warning,
right?
and when you want to kick out someone, you should remember that.
That's true, right? That's very good.
So this could be useful, I don't know.
I like that.
That's for you.
I like that.
The next media session.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
fellas. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, the wall will be paid for very easily by Mexico. It'll ultimately be paid for by
Do you
Mexico.
think Google should be investigated?
Yeah, I think Google is really taking advantage of a lot of people, and I think that's a very serious thing, and it's a very serious charge. I think what Google and what others are doing, if you look at what's going on at Twitter, if you look at what's going on in Facebook, they better be careful because you can't do that to people. You can't do it. We have literally thousands and thousands of complaints coming in, and you just can't do that. So I think that Google and Twitter and Facebook, they're really treading on very, very troubled territory, and they have to be careful. It's not fair to large portions of the population. Okay? Thank you very much, everybody.
Well, Mexico will pay for the wall, as we all know. And this new thing, today's new thing, not a thing, but a thing, Google is taking advantage of a lot of people. Google, Facebook, and Twitter, you can't do that to people. They're treading on troubled territory, which means nothing. John Rock, what is he talking about? Treading on troubled territory? You can't do that? Do what to people?
I think what he's doing, Shep, is he's just venting. He doesn't like the coverage that he sees, particularly in the Google search results. And we pointed out some of what the president may have been either seeing on Google himself or had relayed to him. He sees a lot of Facebook postings that are anti his presidency. But the Twitter thing, to me, was a little strange.
Look,
because
let me tell you, as
nobody's
one who
more prolific than him.
As one who might not like Twitter, all the time for reasons that would be clearly obvious to anyone who ever went there and put my name in the thing, but it's just part of what he doesn't like is the news. It's not the people who are delivering it or the platforms on which they receive it. It seems to be the news itself, because around there the news it's not good, except the fake news. The fake news seems to be pretty good for him. The real news seems to be unpleasant.
Yeah, every once in a while a news organization makes a fairly substantial mistake. We saw one of those over the past 24 hours. But by and large, Shep, I think he doesn't like the tone of what he sees in terms of the coverage. He doesn't like a lot of the comments that he gets on Twitter. But again, nobody punches harder on Twitter than the president does. So, he might not like what he sees on Google or Facebook, but I think he's got a pretty fair fight going on Twitter.
There are definitely people who punch harder, John. There are definitely that. But you know what?
I haven't met him yet.
You don't feel the punch from the Twitter. That's the thing. It's a sticks and stones kind of thing. Thick skin is required. John, thanks.
Thanks.
Google, one more time. Let me read this to you again. Mexico's paying for the wall. Google takes advantage of a lot of people. Google, Facebook, and Twitter, you can't do that to people. You're treading on some kind of territory. I lost the page, but you know what? It didn't make sense then. It wouldn't make sense now. Information on how to build guns that are untraceable and undetectable is now available to you, to anybody willing to pay for it. The man selling that information says he is not violating a court order banning him from posting it online, but critics say he's putting people's lives at risk. And later this hour, we'll hear from a man who helped lead the investigation into the Catholic priests accused of sexual misconduct on a scale never before seen against hundreds and hundreds, if not, according to the grand jury report, potentially thousands of children. He now says he has evidence that the Vatican had knowledge of the cover-up. So now what? We'll hear from him live, coming up from the Fox News deck on a Tuesday afternoon.
Okay, we need to get all your school supplies today.
School, grade, done.
Done.
Hit the snooze button and get low prices on school supplies all summer long, like this case of paper for only $29.99 at Office Depot Office Max.
Do you need the most trusted battery in your wireless mouse? Maybe not. Maybe you could trust that during your fantasy draft, the computer won't auto-draft a kicker in the 7th round. Or you could just trust Duracell.
You're turning onto the street when you barely clip a passing car. Minor accident, no big deal, right? Wrong. Your insurance company is going to raise your rate after the other car got a scratch so small you could have fixed it with a pen. Maybe you should take that pen and use it to sign up with a different insurance company.
For drivers with accident forgiveness, Liberty Mutual won't raise their rates because of their first accident. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Far from ordinary, and now far closer than you ever imagined. Call 1-800-SANDALS.
I'm a fighter. Always have been. When I found out I had age-related macular degeneration, AMD, I wanted to fight back. My doctor and I came up with a plan. It includes Preservision.
Only Preservision AREDS 2 has the exact nutrient formula recommended by the National Eye Institute to help reduce the risk of progression of moderate to advanced AMD.
That's why I fight. Because it's my vision, Preservision.
Also in a great-tasting chewable.
Bruce Orr's closed-door testimony inside the question over Trump targeting and what they could reveal. Jim Jordan breaks down the case with Shannon tonight on Fox News at Night.
I really do like the mornings better because it's a new beginning. It's a fresh start. So when people watch the morning news, I hope they just feel enlightened and ready to face the day. We want to make sure you have as many stories as you can. What happened overnight? What's going to happen in the morning as I'm heading out the door, getting in my car? Traffic, weather, the headlines. Spectrum News 13 is established in the community. We're always there. That's what sets us apart.
Your morning news, weekdays 5 to 9 on Spectrum News 13.
This is Bill Hull from Massey Cadillac with two amazing offers. Right now today, you can drive away in an all-new XT5 crossover for only $299 a month, or lease an all-new ATS sedan for an incredible $199 a month. Folks, this is a limited time offer and only available while supplies last. Your choice. Lease a new XT5 for $299 a month or a new ATS for $199 a month. Value, courtesy, trust. It's the Massey way. 2 locations and always online at MasseyCadillac.com.
Right now, if you want to, you can make your own undetectable, untraceable gun with no background check, no special license required, no problem. All you need is internet access, a 3D printer, a good one, and some cash. That's because the owner of a company that makes those guns is selling blueprints and instructions about how to build them. Yesterday, a federal judge blocked a Trump administration decision to allow those instructions online. Officials from 19 states and the district are fighting the feds, citing safety concerns.